Member for London North Centre.
Speaker, my question is to the Premier. Families of children with autism are more worried than ever after the government admitted they won't have a fully functioning Ontario autism program until 2022. Meanwhile, the waitlist has grown by 83%, and all families hear from this government are broken promises after 4 long years of delay. My constituent Gillian loves her son Elias with her whole heart. His profound diagnosis means he needs help with most aspects of daily life and is nonverbal. Without government support, Gillian tells me she can't afford for her son to miss early intervention over a political decision. This government has not learned from the Liberal failures like age caps and cutting families off from service. This government has made the Liberal disaster much, much worse. Speaker, it's time for the government to stop playing politics with autism services. When will this government invest in a comprehensive needs-based program so that children like Elias can get the services he needs now?
Member for Ottawa West Nepean in Parliament.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for asking this important question and for sharing Elias's story. It is because of children like Elias that our government has doubled the Ontario autism budget from $300 million to $600 million. We are also, Speaker, in the process of implementing our new Ontario Autism program, a program designed by the community for the community. There are going to be multiple pillars to this new strategy, and many of them are already underway, Speaker. We already have in place foundational family services that are offered to provide parent coaching and immediate support to parents upon learning of a diagnosis of one of their children. We have early years intervention coming online as we speak at providers across the province. We have a new stream coming online shortly, Speaker, on urgent response, and we already have children coming into our new core services program. Lots of work yet to be done. We're continuing to implement.
Thank you. And a supplementary question.
My question is back to the Premier. The member across the floor talks about funding. Let's talk about the 4 long years that people are waiting. Let's talk about the fact that funding is still based on age. That is not needs-based by its very definition. The lack of government support means that parents like Gillian are risking their own financial stability so that their kids can get the care that they need. Although Gillian received a one-time payment, she is now paying for therapy out of pocket. This is so expensive, she was forced to refinance her own home to pay for Elias's services. Gillian tells me, after the equity from our home is gone, we won't be able to make ends meet and keep our son in essential services. We spend each day between a rock and are risking our financial future to ensure our son gets the services he needs now. No family should have to make the choice between their home and their kids. Speaker, when is this government going to stop ignoring the needs of children with autism and stop putting the future of families like Gillian and Elias at risk?
Member for Ottawa West Nepean.
So much, Speaker. And I agree, of course. We want to make sure that our children who are on the wait list are receiving support. That's why we took action to make sure that those families who had been receiving nothing for years received interim funding. There are over 39,000 families in Ontario that are now receiving some level of support. That is more than 4 times the number of families that have received support at any other time in Ontario history. With regards to the funding allocations, I would like to refer the member opposite to page 19 of the Ontario Autism Panel's report, which recommended these types of funding allocations to ensure as many children and youth as possible could receive support under the new needs-based program funded at $600 million. Speaker, we are committed to implementing this report. We are committed to following the recommendations. We're going to have a world-class autism program here in Ontario. The work is underway. We're going to get this done. Thank you.